have the new glass cannon pet. Last month we had the timekeeper staff. The month before that we had Paramount blade. It's constantly being moved around. And I'm really liking this because it seems like some of the Z-Token stuff that comes out are really good. In the beginning, I didn't really think a lot of the stuff that came out was good, like the Shogun and Anatsu and the booth, Cicero's booth or whatever. Those kind of things I didn't see as that interesting or that powerful. I even bought Sacred Chicken, but it didn't feel that strong or that necessary. But now the things that are coming out are much better. They seem to be more useful, more universally useful for one thing, and it seems like you can actually, keep them around, and they're not going to be obsolete within a few months. For instance, in my active inventory, I have Paramount Blade, Horn of Terrasol, Demon Warrior, and Hydroblaze Shield. That's 4 right there, and let me check if there's any other. No, that's 4 right there. 4 that I use every few battles. I have to use either Paramount, which is a double element weapon, Horn of Terrasol, which has its ice armor as well, Demon Warrior against dark monsters, and Hydroblaze Shield, which is a double shield. And so it's really nice to have that kind of, what you paid for is useful. You're actually going to use it. Now, I don't use Timekeeper Staff, but that's because I'm not a mage. But if I become a mage at some point, I'll probably get that, or I'll probably use that. So yeah, it's nice to have this kind of a setup where you actually get to use the Z-Token packages. So now that they've started swapping them every month, I'm not sure if they were doing that in the beginning, but they definitely are now. I think people will enjoy having rares that they can, that they bought for, that were easier to get and that are really strong and useful and don't become obsolete. I actually find it a bit surprising that not many people use the Paramount Blade. I actually thought it was quite a good weapon. I picked it up, and I've used it a lot ever since. Horn of Terrasol I know is really widely used, and so is the older Arenal Lance, but that's actually a bit obsolete now. In fact, I think I'm actually a bit glad I didn't buy it, because now that Hordzire is out, there's really no use for it. Alright, so that's Z-Token packages. The next thing I want to talk about is the Dragon War of Steel, or whatever it was. Yeah, Dragon War of Steel, I think, is the AQ's 11th anniversary quest. And so, yeah, that was a nice quest. It was a good little 11th anniversary, and the one interesting thing I found was that not only did they bring back something that was already in the game and revamp it, but they also made a different version of it, which is something that they're doing with the gift boxes, actually. Most of the gift boxes, the golden gift boxes, have some sort of tie-in to something that was already in the game. For instance, the Ultra Krieger Blade is a reference to the old Krieger Blade, which was the first rare of AQ. The Onyx Vortex, which comes from a donation weapon called Black Vortex, which my friend actually has. The Juicy Fruit is a revamped version of the old something. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called Juicy Fruit as well. And the Jins, the Solunas, all that stuff. Even the zombies and the new werewolf form. They all have some sort of reference to something that was already there. Especially the Vibrant Living Armor, which comes from the Living Armor, which was older armor. And so the same thing they're doing with this kind of quest, where you have this Dragon Steel War, and then you have a steel version of a weapon that already exists. So I like that. I think it's a good nostalgia for players who, played back then, and it's also a way to get people who play now to realize some of the things that happened back then. And so yeah, that's nice. Alright, and the last thing I want to talk about is the discounted items shop, which I actually just found out about today. The discounted items shop is you just go to Battle.on, just log in, and there's discounted items right there. Just click on it, and you can go look at what's discounted right now. And it's basically a bunch of random, actually not so random, but a bunch of items. Right now it's the elite, it's the ice katanas, the elite ice katanas, the terror set stuff, the Peta Dragon, or the Dragon Busters, as well as some of the armors in the Z-Token shop that are highly liked, like the Jester Masquerade, Gatekeeper, Feld Gunfighter, and some other stuff. So yeah, it's a nice. It's interesting. Previously the limited time item shop was a place to put things that would either stay there for a while and be rare, or things that were going to be discounted and then be put in some shop. But now this discounted item shop is a way for us to see. I'm assuming at least it's a way for things to be discounted for a while, and then you can buy them, and then you don't have to pay as many Z-Tokens as you would. And I like it. I think that this should have been something that was done years ago, but it is nice to have it done now. And yeah, I think it's going to be quite useful for people. I probably might pick up the Peta Dragon Buster since it's at only 9450 tokens. Although I'd be really sad if Black Friday came around and it was only 6,000 at that time. But you know, I might pick it up now then. So yeah, it's interesting to see this kind of thing. Something that I thought we should have seen years ago, but you know, it's nice to see it now. Alright, so that has been my 6 months thoughts. Leave a comment below, just if you want to say anything about what I said, or something that I should have talked about. I'll see what I can do about videos. I don't know if I'm going to make one. I'm thinking about, I don't know if I'm going to make one this week or next week. I think I'm thinking about making a video of my favorite rares, which will take a while. It'll take at least a week to film that. Normally I film the video, I record it one day and then edit that day and the next day and then upload it that next day. But yeah, I'll have to work on a video for my favorite rare items. Alright guys, so that's been it. Once again, leave a comment below, and thanks for watching. Bye.